just wanna know.
Ok, c'est bon.
I'm gonna do the intro in Arabic so people can understand.
يلا.
السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. كي دايرين؟ لاباس عليكم؟ بخير كلشي هو هذاك. اليوم معايا واحد من لي جوار ديال لايسيس أوغستين.
What's up? How you
You good, bro?
Good.
You know why we here?
I do not know why you're here.
You don't know why you're
Yeah,
here.
I'm ready. I want to know.
You got chose. اليوم احنا هنا باش نتعرفوا على أوغستين، نعرفوا عليه أكثر، نقربوكم شوية من لي جوار ديال الباسكيت اون جينيرال، ونعرفوا شنو طاري اون ميم طون في العالم ديال الباسكيت. Yeah, I just told them a little bit about you while we here.
Tell them in English. Translate.
Translate?
So I know.
Oh shit. All right. So I said that we're happy that we're here and we're trying to get close between the players and the supporters of the club as well. So let them know who you are, man. Introduce yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Augustine Ejike.
Oh.
And then Junior, American Nigerian from Dallas, Texas. Just excited to continue to keep playing basketball and I have the opportunity to come here and play and showcase what I can do. I'm recently married, excited, got a beautiful wife named Rebecca. And
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, she's my number one support. And yeah,
Of course.
just glad to be here.
Of course, man. First question I would ask you is, we seen what's been going on, bro. You came in, you played how many games, you participated a little bit.
Total, I'll say 3. I was here in the beginning of the year.
After that period, bro, you went back. Explain that to me, bro. What happened?
Yeah, well, I guess it just wasn't the right fit or right time for the team. I guess they wanted to go separate ways, which was cool. I came back home. It was actually a blessing too, because I was able to be with my family a lot more, do a lot of things that I missed out because I wasn't playing basketball. And it was a blessing in disguise to come back home. And then I got the call not too long ago about wanting to come back, and it was a good opportunity that worked in my favor. Yeah. We're here now. We're back.
Yes, we're back. We're definitely going to talk about your feeling or your opinion at the end of the video, how you feel about what's going on in the basketball world in Morocco. Before that, bro, tell me how it started, bro, with you. How did it start and what made you choose this job?
I started falling in love with basketball when I was about 9 years old. I was originally in love with football. Played it so much to the point where, like, American football is what I'm talking about. I live in Texas, right? And it's a very hot state to where, it'd just be too hot to be practicing outside. I just got tired of it. I loved the sport, but I was just tired of the heat. As soon as I started to continue to keep playing basketball, there was just like one moment in the game where I was just playing really well, and we lost. We actually lost, and I was like, my emotions came in to where, like, man, I was so passionate that we lost because I was playing so well, the team was playing so well, and just like having that emotional feeling towards the sport is where it started when I was 9 years old, and that's when I realized, like, man, I don't want to play any other sport besides basketball. So,
were you like interested in other sports?
Yeah, I was interested in football. I played football, baseball, ran track. Yeah, I was a multi-sport. When I was younger, my parents didn't know what to do with me because I was just so young and wild, and I had so much energy, right? To where, luckily enough, my neighbor was the same age as me, and his dad was a coach, coaching a whole bunch of sports. My parents were like, look, we need to put this boy into something because he's doing too much. Either he's going to get in trouble or just need to wear out all his energy, man. So they ended up putting me in, the first sport I played was football. Every time I would come home from school, we would have practice and stuff. And usually when I come back home from school, I want to go outside and play and roam around the neighborhood and just be back home all types of time of the night. To where it's now like, as soon as I get out of school and I go to practice and I come home, bro, I'm going straight to sleep. So for my parents, it was like, oh, it's a blessing. Like, yes, okay, we got him in a sport. Let's just, continue to keep putting him in sports so he can just come home and just rest.
Definitely, you had a lot of support from your family too.
No, for sure.
That's a big thing.
No, for sure. My parents are Nigerian immigrants, so they weren't raised in America. So when they came from Nigeria, there was a lot of learning lessons, things that they had to learn about and, adapt to the environment because that's not what they're used to. Right. So they were learning as they go. With me being the last born, I have 3 other siblings. I have 1 older brother and 2 older sisters. They were just learning as they go as far as like with sports or friends or where to hang out with in America and, still keeping our Nigerian culture in our household. But to where when it was me, when you're the youngest, you get a lot of freedom too. You get a lot of like So
princess treatment.
Princess treatment.
Yes.
Prince treatment.
Prince. Yeah, Prince.
I was the social butterfly in the family.
Let's say that.
As the youngest, and I was making so many friends to where my parents were thinking like, okay, who do we trust? What do we do? And like I said, luckily enough, my neighbor, Dylan Mackey, if you ever see this video, He's a guy.
He's a guy. Yeah. Shout out to
Dylan Mack.
Shout out and Pops.
And Pops. And his parents, man. There's a reason why.
No, I'm talking about your parents.
Yeah, my parents, but it was his parents who were the coach.
Shout out to his parents. Your position right now is crazy. Look at you right now, playing overseas, good position with the craziest, I will say, one of the best clubs in Morocco, like sis. Tell me about that feeling, bro. How you feel playing with that team and being in that spot?
I mean, I'm grateful for the opportunity. A blessing. Good timing for me. You know, I came from playing with Moss and Vez. They treated me very well as well. They allowed me to showcase what I can do and treated me nothing more than family, nothing less than family. I was able to, play well, and now that I'm here, it's a great situation. Teammates are very helpful. They also treat you like family and stuff. And I haven't played in as many games as I want to, but just as long as I've been here, it's been a great time. It's been a good time.
Well, you've been in Morocco before though.
Yeah, for sure. So even me coming back, I was able to understand my whereabouts, especially from playing my first year professional in Lithuania and Europe. Huge transition from being in the dark the whole year. It's a Baltic country. And they don't get a lot of sunlight, and just being there, it's very, very depressing. A lot of people's facial expressions out there is nothing but coming from there and then coming from here where you got sunlight, you got good weather,
good people,
good people too as well, good people,
good food,
good food. It's a huge difference.
He's gonna play next game.
It's a good feeling to be here.
Facts,
for sure.
Facts.
Just looking back on my career and where basketball takes you, it's bringing me closer to home. Nigeria, Africa. I'm grateful for where basketball is navigating me through life.
Facts. Who gives you advices? Who's the person you get influenced?
A lot, man. Number one guy, he gives me advices through my experiences in life. My father is more like my best friend, person who I feel understands me a lot. I had a lot of mentors, man, a lot of coaches.
Really?
My wife even gives me a lot of good advice.
That's good.
That's a difficult question because a lot of people get advice. Parents.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Who influences you?
In what way?
In a life way.
In a life way. Who's someone that? Kobe Bryant. Someone who he influenced a lot of people. So I can't really put one person I was influenced by. If I would say, it would be my father.
All right.
Literally.
Shout out to Pop.
Shout out to Pop, for sure.
Yeah, shout out wifey. This is my number one supporter right here, man.
Facts.
The one who's holding everything down, and I'm grateful for her to allow me to, continue to keep playing, keep pushing, be the best version of myself. That's the GOAT right there, for real.
That's the GOAT.
For real.
All right, clap. No, we get it. We got the clap. Let's go straight to the drama, bro. I like drama sometimes. Who's the player that gives you hard times in court?
Wait, here or?
In Morocco, of course.
Who gives me hard times? Who gives me hard times in Morocco?
Listen, we're getting deep now.
I don't know who gives me hard times.
Stop, bro.
But I would say the good players for sure.
No.
What do you mean hard times?
Practice, real games.
I ain't gonna lie, little doo-doo.
Okay.
That man, he's a real life monkey. Remember we were talking about him being a monkey, bro? He plays like a monkey, bro. He's so acrobatic. He knows how to finish well.
Shout out to my man, dude, bro.
He's a bucket, bro. He's for sure a bucket. Kishu's
there's multiple now.
Yeah, I mean, I shout out my teammates. Kishu is a hell of a force down low. Has high IQ, so he knows what to do a lot in certain situations. So. Yeah, Bakishu for sure. The whole team. I could shout out the whole team right now.
Damn it. You can stop at one doo-doo, bro. Why did you add everybody, bro? Shout out to everybody, though. Shout out to everybody, bro. You know who's my toughest player in license? The whole team.
The whole team,
bro. I love the whole team because I want to work with them.
I feel you.
Shout out to the whole club. I love every club in Morocco.
Yeah.
What's your favorite team in Morocco? You think is the toughest team in Morocco?
Us.
Give me top 5. Ooh, this is a good one.
Us, Boost, Tangier,
Okay.
and Moss.
And
With that,
we can say that. We can say that.
Who would you say?
Top 5? Shit, I put Fuse first.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Second, like this. Shit, hold on. This is hard. Fuse, like this, Jihad, Mas, and then, oh my God. Who's your favorite coach and why in Morocco, of course?
Pedro from Moss last year, Serbian coach.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really good relationship. He brought his European style of the game into Morocco, which helped us a lot in Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only coach I was able to have a long season with here, so that's the only coach I can go for. But I will say our coach that we have now, Zach Beccaria,
Okay.
he's a former player.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's coach. He's tough. All right, bro. Before we jump into the Moroccan situation, your point of view, who's the best player in Morocco?
Excluding myself.
Bro, you're American, bro. You're Nigerian.
Oh,
remember?
yeah, right.
Out of all the Moroccans that you played against or played with,
Outside of my team,
outside of your, it could be inside your team. It doesn't matter.
I don't really know too much about the Moroccan history of basketball. But if I had to say, based off of what I've heard, I would say Zouita, called the best
He's
Moroccan.
known.
He's known.
He's
yeah.
known. He's very known.
You consider the Kishu Moroccan?
Of course.
He's a big man. He can pass the ball and see the floor. So yeah, for sure.
All right, let's talk about the situation, bro.
That's my viewpoint on what's going on right now.
Yes,
right.
the situation that's going on. We all see how the ball came, these things happening to Morocco, but the whole fucking thing shut down, bro. Like, so give me your thoughts about it, since you're a person who's been around.
To me, it feels like I don't want to compare it to,
Of course.
Europe or
Yeah, of
anything.
course. You can't.
It's just not what you would expect, even as an import into a country, and seeing things shut down the way it did. To me, it's just like days are going by. We're just practicing a lot and just trying to figure out how we can, stay in shape for when the league starts again. But it needs to hurry up. That's what I can say.
Yes.
It needs to hurry up for sure.
Yes.
A lot of people who are imports out here are making a lot of sacrifices and leaving their families and loved ones to compete and do what they love. It's something that can take a toll on people like me.
So we just hope for the best.
Yeah, we just hope
for the best, man.
Sure.
Give me your expectations in Morocco, like the Moroccan basketball, a couple years. Where do you see it, man? Do you think we actually can put ourselves in the map, or it's gonna take more than that? And you can be very truthful and honest.
Yeah, I had a lot of conversations with Yassine.
Okay, yes.
Point guard. I'll ask him
He's very good.
Shout out him. I'll ask him what does he think about the future of Morocco, and how's the youth going to look like in the next few years. And he gave me his honest opinion. He thinks that Morocco needs to do a lot of work and a lot of investment into the sport of basketball here in order to develop and grow. U19 national team or something.
Yes.
You guys only play maybe one tournament a year or something. So
crazy.
there has to be some type of change to where probably the same way they invest into football here could be somewhat they can invest into in basketball. You guys got camps, you guys got gyms, and country what I would say would have. I think there's got to be more practices. There got to be more just time spent onto the sport of basketball to give these kids, the younger kids, something to see. Even in this league, which is kind of crazy, you see a lot of the older players still playing. Not saying that it's bad. That's good for the player, but when will there be that change where you develop the younger, because the more you put the younger into the group, the more they can develop and carry on what the older people done, like Zouita and all the other Moroccan players who played in this league. You even see it in the NBA. The NBA got a lot younger. There's a lot of players who are coming in, entering the game 17, 18, and you're learning. It's no different than you getting a job. When you get a job, you're getting yourself that experience to learn about the job. I think it's the same thing, bro. You gotta invest into the game.
It is bad as it looks, bro, because most of these people in general, these clubs, bro, they don't really give trust or the attention to the young kids or the young players.
Sure.
And also, outside Morocco, too, we have some really good potential.
As a country, or you would want to develop the people who live in your country. When you're put in that position as a country, I think you should develop
You
players.
start with your own.
You start with your own, which makes perfect sense.
Facts.
Like for an example, y'all's national team. You guys got Bikishi, who's a Belgian Moroccan. You got Yassine, who's a Belgian Moroccan. I'm on the national team.
Yeah, well,
but y'all know what you mean, though.
It's Belgium.
AU, right?
Yeah.
Him. You got a lot of people coming outside of the country.
Fact.
You got a lot of people who are coming back to build up, have so much success to help out y'all's national team.
Yes.
After that, what's next? Who's gonna be the people to carry it over? Who are gonna be the people who are able to?
And we hope for the best, man. We hope for the best. Last words, bro. Tell the kids, tell the young kids, tell the people who watching right now. How can I be a professional basketball player, or let's just say a good basketball player?
I would say if you invest into the ball will invest into you and your future. So, put in the work. It's not something that'll just come eventually. You gotta, make a lot of sacrifices people normally wouldn't make to get where you want to go. So
That's what I be saying all the time. Like, work, don't listen to people, negativity, man. Just let that all out, man. Just focus on yourself and focus on what you're trying to do. That's I always believe. Good things are coming.
Yep.
Brody, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, man. Shout out to my boy, Augustine. Wait, that's the name. What is the name?
And then, no, you gotta say it for Augustine.
Eduque.
And then Junior.
Okay, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to this guy right here. شكرا لكم بزاف الدراري. لايك سبسكرايب بارطاجيو مع اصحابكم. مور كونتنت. الا بغيتو بحال هاد ديزانترفيو نديرو مع لي جوار خلوا لي في كومونتير شكون الجوار اللي عزيز عليكم في المغرب. باي باي. Say yeah, peace.